Morning world, Hippy Trev here. It's another day and it's part two and hopefully the finishing of the Monte Carlo with the chopper and trailer. So I went and got a little bit more done yesterday. Got the tub into the frame, got a little bit of headlight and grill on, a little bit of colouring down there for the indicators. We can just see tail lights are in. Still got number plates to go on front and back. Motors in the bottom half, wheels are on. As you can see, I've just painted the black underneath. There's really not a lot to this model, and the way my painting skills lately have been, I've decided I'm not going to risk trying to paint every individual part and getting back to which. So I started working on the chopper frame, and oh my god, everything's so small. Like, that's it there, everything's just so tiny. I had to literally paint this under my magnifying glass. Even the engine was so tiny putting that together. I mean, look how tiny that is. It's even got a little kickstarter. Look at that, how cute. So that was pretty small putting that together. And then I come to the motorbike wheels and the trailer wheels, and oh my god, that's how shitty they turned out. That turned out to be a nightmare trying to paint these wheels. I've just done an absolutely horrific shit-ass job. You probably can't see, but the paint just, I don't know whether it was the paint or it was just me or because it was late last night. That's the other trailer wheel. But when I was putting the paint on, that's supposed to be the back wheel. So as I was putting the paint on, you do a stroke and then you come back, and then as you're putting the paint on, it actually pull the paint off the wheel, so you'd have to wait and let it dry. It was just sticky. It was just I was just really crap at doing that. So painting these wheels, which I was looking forward to, like having nice little silver in them, so I might go over that again and just do a touch up. Little, you probably can't see, little silver innards in there, and same's there, and there's same there. There's paint coming off everywhere. Although maybe I might just leave it like that, so it's got the wear and tear look about it. So at the moment, my quality of painting is really letting me down. So anyway, so like I said, I've got. Oh, hang on. So like I said, my paintwork is really letting me down as far as the detail work going. That's the bit of roof that's going to go on. I've decided to paint that white. So, oops, I think that's going to go on like that. I'll have a much better look in a minute, or later I'll have a much better look. And then of course I've got my decals to go on the side, and then I've just got to finish painting and assembling the trailer, and trying to get this motorbike together without breaking anything, because as I was saying, the chrome and everything's just so tiny on it. It's like this, no way this is 1/25th scale model, and I've got no idea how I'm going to make them exhaust pipes stick on. Those little things there, these tiny little things in here, they're the carbies. I've got a funny feeling they're not even going to make it to the model. I'm just going to lose them even trying to put them on there. So, but anyway, worlds, I said this is part two of the Monte Carlo and chopper build. So even things like the glass, when it went in, didn't go in quite right. So it is what it is, but it's good to get back to this sort of model, just to sort of get used to modelling again. Rightio world, so it's a few hours later, and the work desk is still a bit chaotic here, as you can tell. So anyway, I've managed to get all the wheels, I'll come back here. So I managed to get all the wheels on the car. Managed to get the decals on as best I could. They weren't very good decals. This one here broke in a couple of spots, so managed to get the decals on. That one there broke as well, and I have got the decals on the bonnet. But what I have to do in a little while is, when I'm a little bit more organised, get that in there properly. Right, so what I have to do when I get a bit more organised, re-stick those bits down there and do a little trim across there with the knife, so I can have the bonnet up if I want. And I've still got the canopy to put on the back, which is Give me a sec. So I've still got the canopy to put on the back. It's got its little Monty Carlo stickers on it, and that'll go on there like so. I'll just quickly show you. I haven't glued that on yet. So that'll go on there like that. And I've got the tow bar on. Tail lights are in. So yeah, this decal went on pretty good, but unfortunately I had this decal broke up coming off, that decal broke coming off, so, and like I said, I've just got to trim up the bonnet decal in a little while when I get that sort of all secured and settled down. So that's sort of the car done, and I've still got this pack rack to go on the back. There we go. So I've got the pack rack to go on the back there, and I've still got two tiny little mirrors to put on the doors to go on, and that'll be the car done. Get that out of the way so I don't break it. Getting down to the bike, I'm going to need my glove. Getting back to the bike, I'm going to need my glasses for this. Oh my God, this thing is so finicky. My paint job turned out to be shit. I have had the handlebars on a couple of times, but they've come off and they just sit on the top there. It's a very, very flimsy design. Sorry, you can't see. This is also flimsy. That just glues on top there, but I'm not willing to put them on. I'm not willing to put them on until I get the motor in. And so that's the bike. It's my paint job. It's not very good. I'm not overly happy with it. Trailer is built with a couple of little decals. So trailer's built. That wasn't too bad. There's the motor. And I've still got to put on these carbies. They've got to go on. And then somehow I've still got to manage to get these here exhaust pipes on, which I'm really not looking forward to. So that's where I'm at the moment. So the next stage for me is get the carbies on the motor and just let that glue dry nice and solidly, I can't even speak, before I try and get that into the frame. And then after I've successfully got the motor into the frame with the exhaust pipes on, I will then put on these very, very flimsy handlebars. Once the motor and the exhaust pipes are on, the bike will go onto the trailer, which will go onto the back of the Monte Carlo, and then it's going straight into the back of the laundry. Not overly happy with this model build, very finicky in a lot of spots. My paintwork, definitely crap. Well, it's good to get back to this again. Oh, and I've also got two little tie-down straps here two little tie-down straps here that actually hold the bike to the trailer, like your ratchet straps or whatever they are. So not overly happy with the work I've done on this. The car I had a few problems with just getting it together. Very, very cheap MPC model. The instructions were enough to follow through. Lucky it wasn't a lot of pieces to this model, but the instructions weren't too bad. But the motorbike, I mean, I only bought this because it had a 754 chopper motorbike, but the size of this motorbike, I mean, this was supposed to be a 1/25th scale motorbike. Sorry, a 1/25th scale model. Far from it. This is more like a 1/30th. So they lied on the box about the scale size. I mean, look at the size of the motor. Actually, I'll do a little turnaround and show you compared to. Anyway, let's have a little look. So there's the size of the motor compared to the model of the Honda 754 I built. Okay, so I mean that Honda 754 is I think it's 1/8, 1/6, I can't remember. But look at the size of that. And if you look at all these bikes, these are all 120. They're 1/25ths. Look. So the box said 1/25th. They're all 1/25th cars. So as far as scale, this is a long way off being to scale. But anyway, not to worry. Not to worry. It's been good doing it. It's been a little bit tricky with my big fingers. It's been a little bit hard. Like I said, my paintwork's let me down. My paintwork has let me down quite a lot on this model, but it's also been very, very finicky. And like I said, I've still got the two trucks to come, which I'm looking forward to. And there are a couple of pieces, like there was a chrome fuel cap on the top of the petrol tank. It's disappeared, never to be seen again. I'll do a quick sweep of the floor. It was so tiny, it was like the size of a pinhead. I'll do a quick sweep of the floor and see if I can find it before I wrap this model up. But I think that that's gone along with the T-bar shifter. And the size of that bike, it's just going to sit on the back of the trailer. You won't even know it's missing. So, but anyway, rightio world. So I've probably got at least an hour or more before, like I said, I've got to get the carbies onto the motor and wait till the glue dries before I even try and get the motor into the bike frame. Then I've got to try and get the exhaust pipes on and have them stay. Then I've got to try and get this on and have it stay. And then I've got to bolt it all onto the trailer and make that stay. And in the meantime, like I said, I've still got 2 mirrors, the pack rack, and the bonnet to get on the car and trim up the decals, and then that'll be pretty much done. So, yeah, it's probably going to take another couple of hours before this model is complete and finished, and then straight into the back of the laundry because it doesn't deserve to be on any of the shelves here in the bus. But you know what? It's the practice I needed because like I said, I've got the 2 trucks coming, and I'd like to make a little bit more of a serious effort on those. I mean, I was very serious about building this model, but as I got into it, things weren't lining up, and it was just, it was just a very, very cheap, not much to it model. But like I said, good to get back onto something like this. That bit of practice before I get into the truck. So anyway, well, I will get back to you a bit later. I'll actually get back to you later when I've actually got this thing, I think, completed. I may show you the bike when it's done before I mount it on the trailer. I'm not really sure yet. It's not a big deal. But on that, anyway, I'll get back to you later. Bye. Rightio world, so we're back and the job is done. Now I can tell you, the bike, come here, the bike was a very fiddly little job, but it's done. The paint job's not the best, but a little bit of gold trim didn't turn out too bad. I don't know if you can see the little bit of gold trim there, but anyway, motorbike's done, the car's done, and it does actually sit on the trailer. I've still got to put me, I've still got my 2 straps to put on at some stage. I just got to mount my 2 straps on there. I'll do that a little bit later. So, from a distance, it doesn't actually look too bad. Not my greatest job, but from a distance, it doesn't look too bad at all. So there we go. That's the Monte Carlo. Oh, I've lost a mirror. I've got that mirror on. There's another mirror floating around here somewhere that's fallen off, so I'll have to find that. That was on that side there, so the mirror's fallen off from there. So I've just got my 2 straps to put on here, and that is the job done. That's the Monte Carlo. And the Honda 754 chopper model complete. Not my greatest model, but then again, it was just a cheap. It's just a cheap MPC model. But you know what? I really liked doing this. It wasn't too bad, and like I said, it doesn't look too bad from a distance. So, oh well, that's that model done. I said waiting on those 2 trucks to arrive this week. As long as that guy did what he said he was going to do and actually posted them for that price and doesn't dick me around, but I believe he did the right thing. So. Anyway, worlds, like I said, Monte Carlo and the 754 chopper model is done, and just waiting on the trucks to come in next. So, all right, I sort of enjoyed that. Had a few frustrating moments. It was definitely a very, very fiddly little job in a few spots, but other than that, I did actually enjoy doing that model. So, anyway, until the next one, stay safe, keep your knees in the breeze, and I will catch you later. Bye.